Hello and welcome to PTZOptics Live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. I am excited to announce a new book called Technology Tools for Online Education. It's part of a blended learning experience that we are offering here at PTZOptics. It's a free book, which is available on Amazon if you like to read paperbacks, and it includes an online course. And to sum this up in just a couple sentences, I would say this is going to help teachers use a single thing, a webcam, just one webcam, to create more engaging videos and become a better educator with distance learning and online learning management systems. We sell webcams here at PTZOptics. We have a really great webcam that we're going to talk about today. But more importantly, taking this course and this online book is going to give you the tools, tips, and strategies that you can use to use just any webcam. It could be the built-in webcam in your laptop. It could be a PTZOptics webcam. It could be a Logitech webcam. Any webcam, and use it with software that is free, like Open Broadcaster software, to create really dynamic videos. And we're going to go over all of it today in a live training session. You can use these videos in your flipped classroom model where students are taking those lectures online at their own pace and then coming to those collaborative online meetings that you're hosting with Google Meet or Zoom, and they come more prepared and better prepared to engage in those collaborative sessions with other students and their teachers. And teachers throughout this transition are becoming more guides and mentors as students take a more active role in their learning journey. And those lessons and those lectures that you provide in those learning management systems, we believe, can become more engaging and dynamic. This is a mini book. It's only 75 pages, and I'm going to go over it today with you today. So let's jump into it. You can get it for free at streamgeeks.us/techedu. I'm very proud of this book because our whole team came together last Monday, this past Monday on the Stream Geeks channel. We talked about how to live stream a class. And if you want to check that out, you can go to streamgeeks.us. But this book, totally free. It's actually available. If you're a Kindle reader, you can get it on Kindle today as well on Amazon for free. Now, it comes with an online course. You can use coupon code AUGUST today to get this course for free as well. So it really is a part of a blended learning environment that we want you guys to be part of and to understand. So keep an eye out for that August coupon code. You got to enroll today, and then you'll get it free, which is awesome. Now, the focus today is going to be OBS for teachers, okay? OBS is Open Broadcaster software. It's a totally free video recording and making tool and streaming tool. It can actually be used with Zoom and Google Meet, and it's really good, easy to use, but very, very powerful. And this book really leads up to using it with document cameras and touch screens and different technology that you can incorporate into one digital kind of video-centric learning environment. So why should teachers be using OBS? Well, one, it's free. So we don't need to call the IT department or get a budget for this. It's totally free. And the key is it can be used to make way more engaging videos. So yes, you can turn Zoom on and you can record a little video, but the quality won't be as good because it's compressed up in the cloud and you don't have as many options. We're going to show you some great options for making engaging videos. Next, you can also use this for online meetings. So you can use OBS to make the experience that students find inside of Zoom and Google Meet better. And then finally, we'll give you some free virtual sets. Mike, why don't we just show them one of the virtual sets that we're going to show today. Very excited about these. You guys get them for free. So I'm very excited about that. Check this out. This is one we're showing via vMix. So this actually has the ability to zoom in, which is really cool. Mike's showing that off. How you doing, Mike? Mike's in the house today.
Mike.
Hello, PTZOptics. How can I help you?
So Mike's been having a little bit too much fun with these virtual sets.
I know. Let's switch it up a little bit.
There we go. Cool. And this is the kind of stuff that teachers can actually do that will make things so much more fun. So green screens, virtual sets, that's kind of like the, wow, if you get to that level, then you're really doing awesome. But just in general, let's learn how to just make more engaging videos, and then we'll play with some virtual sets if we have time. Now, another tool I want you to learn how to use, and we are going to show today, it's called Pixlr, another totally free tool. So again, everything in this book really builds off of free software technology. Obviously, some of the hardware like a webcam and others, they cost a little bit of money, but that's okay. By the way, I wanted to say hi because we are live. Hi, Dean. Greetings from Oregon. Thank you for being here. Final Focus Production loves the Webcam 80. It's a really good camera. We're going to show it off live today. That's the PTZOptics webcam. Hi, Daniel Wright. Hi, everybody. Kyle coming in from his school up in Griswold, Connecticut. Thank you for being here, everybody. All right. So why should teachers learn Pixlr? Well, it was new to me, and it's probably new to you. It's a cloud-based version of Photoshop, in my opinion, and it does everything that you're going to need for photo editing. Why do teachers need to do photo editing? Well, it's going to give you the ability to brand your lesson. And there's so many important things you can do with branding, especially with colors. Students love colors, and colors can be used to impact the way that we emotionally connect to your lessons. And you can actually look at colors and determine how you want to brand your online courses. For example, orange is a very energetic color. Purple is a very mysterious color. Blue is a calming color. So we can choose colors and brand our videos and build a learning journey. And so it's going to be really fun. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. So how do we get started with Pixlr? Now, I'm going to live do some of this with you guys, but I just want to high level show you what Pixlr is like. So Pixlr looks a lot like Photoshop if you've ever seen it. There's a main working area where we are going to design an overlay that we'll eventually use to make videos with for your online course. There is a toolbar on the left, and that's where we just kind of click between all of our different tools. We don't need to use a lot of those. We're just going to use a few of them. And then on this side, there's a layers tab. So you can have 2-3 layers here where we layer things on top of each other to build kind of a cool little graphic that we'll import into OBS at a certain point. So that's the main thing there. The other cool thing about Pixlr, which again we'll do in a moment here, it keeps a great little history of every project that you've ever done for free in the cloud. Okay. I can hear teachers going, that sounds nice. You can use it with your Chromebook. You don't need to download any software at all. You can click this little create new button to get started right away. And it comes with a ton of stock footage for free. So I'd actually kind of like to do this. Maybe we'll start with some free footage that we can use totally for free, or you can actually just open an image from your computer or load one from any URL on the internet. So when we select a tool, and we're going to do this live, but when we select any tool, sometimes a little sidebar will pop out and it'll give us a bunch of extra options. And the reason why we're doing this is because now we can maybe, for example, put some text on top of an overlay. And this is going to make a lot more sense in a moment here. Let me just show you. I'm going to skip ahead just to show really quickly what we're going to build. So for example, here, what you're seeing is the webcam. So this is my webcam 80, the PTZOptics webcam 80. And next to me, I have my presentation. So this is one way that teachers can use this. Here's another way, and I made this for Westchester University. So we're going to do some branding to make it look cool and give you the ability to make videos with your titles and overlays. And then just to give you a full example, we can now make presentations that has an intro scene. We can have a secondary scene. In here, maybe we decide to have a document camera or a video clip that's played. And then we have, your lesson space for the lesson title, some extra information that students can look for, and then an outro as well. So that's what we're going to get towards. And you can literally hit the record button right down here in OBS, again, totally free. And now everything I'm doing when I click through these is all being recorded. Stop recording. I've got a really nice dynamic video. It's that easy for teachers to make what I believe, video that will connect with students much better than like a screen share picture-in-picture style system. So I really believe in this, and that's why we're doing this presentation today. So I'm excited to hear what you guys think. This is the template that we're going to work off of. This is what we're going to make. So it looks like this. There's an area for a title at the top. Okay, there's a main presentation area. Maybe that's a screen capture. Maybe that's a webcam. Maybe that's a document camera. Maybe it's just a video clip that you are incorporating into a larger video that you're making. This area generally is reserved for the webcam, but it could be, again, document camera. It could be PowerPoint slides. And we're going to use this in Pixlr, and we're going to customize it for your settings. When we're done, we're going to save it as a PNG file, and we're going to import it into OBS and use it to create dynamic videos. That's pretty much it. Then we'll learn how to use OBS. So we're going to get all of that into OBS. That's this program that we were just looking at here. It's incredibly powerful. It can live stream. It can record. It's totally free. And it's pretty easy to use, in my opinion. So we will be showing how to use that. You can get it for Windows. You can get it for Mac. All of this is good for Mac or Windows or Linux. So that's good. You can download OBS at obsproject.com. I hope I'm not going too fast because I'm excited to go over a lot of this stuff. I wanted to say hi to Corey, by the way. Greetings from Granada. Hi, Corey. Thanks for joining today. This is the OBS interface. So we're going to do high level first, and then we're going to really dig into it. There's this main area in the middle that you saw, which is like our creation space. That's what we're actually creating and recording. In the bottom, we have scenes, and these are collections of sources. So when you notice that I was going through here, these different scenes, notice that the sources change. So the sources inside the scenes change as well, because that's essentially what a scene is. A scene is a collection of sources. So it gives you that kind of look there. Okay. So with that being said, there's a menu on top, and then there's a big record button in the bottom right. So we'll use that record button to record our videos, and we'll show kind of how that works. Again, in the course, in the book, we go into a lot more details about recording settings, but we just hit that big button there, and we can start recording right away. Now, when you first set up OBS, it does actually has an auto configuration wizard, which is nice for teachers, especially if you're in IT. Like I know Kyle Gunderman is an IT director, and you're asking teachers to possibly use this software. You can have them select optimize for recording, not streaming. And most teachers aren't really going to be streaming. They're going to be recording videos to use for their learning management systems. So if you optimize for recording, that sets everything up in a base canvas for 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames a second. That's how we're setting this up to be HD video with your HD webcam. We're showing the PTZOptics webcam today, which is a HD webcam. This webcam is USB 2.0. So this webcam right here is a USB 2.0 plug and play. And again, the book kind of goes over all this as well, but it's got 2 microphones in it and a 1080p webcam. So literally video, audio, everything you need. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're literally just adding extra functionality to OBS to make it cool. And we actually, Tess and I and Mike worked on a project called the Accelerated Broadcast Club, positioned to broadcast clubs, but a lot of that information was how do we use OBS? How do we create a production? And this kind of blends those two worlds together. So it's kind of a cool project. Now at a high level, what we're going to show today is an intro. Now this intro, I really do think should be for this. And Garo is asking, is your course on OBS free? You have to go to streamgeeks.us and request the coupon codes to get it. And then yes, it is free. For Gerso on LinkedIn. The intro video clip, I think you should shoot with your phone. I think you should shoot it with your phone and shoot a little intro clip with your phone. And when you do that, it just looks more natural in like, call it the social media world that students are used to, the TikTok world. Hey, look, their teacher isn't always using a static webcam shot. They actually look like my friends or what I see on social media. Let's be honest, we're battling for attention in a big way for education in this world we live in right now. And, we want to connect with students. So I think record your intro video, or at least a few of them, in a natural setting, walking down the street, outside the school, outside your house, in a place with good lighting. That's why I like outdoors. And record the intro. And so when you have that intro, you're like, hi, everybody. Hi, students. We're going to be talking about this today. I'm really excited to go into this. And then that's done. Send the file from your phone to your computer and then put it into OBS. Now, if we go back to my slide here, we use that as the intro clip. And then we break into some of those dynamic layouts that we were demonstrating here earlier, where we have the ability to go into all of these different scenes. So that first scene might be a video clip. The second and third scenes, allow you to tell your story and show what you are up to. So pretty cool. That is what we're going to be demonstrating today, and I'm going to do a full live preview of it. Now, if you want to take this a step further, and something that I definitely recommend, and I will definitely show an example of this, is you can add some B-roll. And B-roll is essentially supporting video. And you can get video from YouTube. You can get video from really great websites like Video Blocks. And essentially, it's just making your lectures, like this is a clip of B-roll. It says online school. It kind of just brings people into what you're talking about. Consider doing it. I've heard from a lot of teachers who understand and have taken the course that, it made a lot of sense. It really clicked with their students to be able to show them, if you're talking about a safari, show them a lion. I mean, it's in the world we live in, there's so much video. Why not tap into it? And what I'm showing here is inserting it into this workflow, right? So you still got your intro, you still got your PowerPoint slides, you still got your presentations and your different layouts, but on top of it, break into a 2-minute video where maybe you don't even need to talk. Maybe it's a break for you, or maybe you're providing a voiceover explaining the video. Now, again, the cool thing about this is it's a super basic setup. We've got a webcam plugged into a computer running OBS. That could be all. Now, it might be a nice upgrade to get a really nice USB microphone. It could make you sound a lot better. And to be honest, audio is sometimes more important than video. So there's not, if your school can afford it, ask for a nice microphone. It'll be really nice. And then another one on the visual side that's worth getting, the first thing you need is the webcam, but then number 2 is think about maybe getting a document camera, especially if you work with a lot of tactile things. Like document cameras are great for showing documents, for grading quizzes, for filling things out, for showing materials and things that you work with. Like for an art teacher, this would be a really good one. And again, it can all work with OBS. Then finally, if you really want to take it up to a high level, you can. That's the great thing. I'm really excited about showing lots and lots of people how to use OBS because it's free. Maybe one day, some of these teachers will upgrade to something like Wirecast or vMix, but OBS can go so far. This is an example of using it with a sidebar and an overlay and an informational square, like you might even see in television. Now, finally, before we get into our live demonstration portion of this live stream, I wanted to mention that there is a virtual camera output option inside of OBS. I'm using it right now. And so this virtual web camera is on. And what that allows me to do is actually send all of my video from OBS directly into Zoom. How cool is that? So anything I do in Zoom, let's see here. Let's make it this dynamic scene. Anything in Zoom now I do is actually inside of Zoom. Pretty cool, right? I'm getting a little of a windowing effect there I have to be careful about, but that's how that works. All right, I think that brings us to our live demonstration. So what we're going to start with is Pixlr, and I want to just start from the very, very beginning. So you go to Pixlr.com, it's totally free, and there's two options. There's the playful and the advanced. Now, I think we're going to need the advanced. The playful one is really, really kind of drop down. So let's go to the advanced. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to create a 1920 by 1080p image, and we're just going to call this an overlay. And what we're doing is we're creating an overlay. Now, luckily, I actually have, and I provide in the online course included with the book, some really nice templates that we can use to create these systems. So I'm just going to drag and drop this file on here, and I'm going to add to current. This is an example. Okay, so this is one way to use this. So we can customize everything. But the other thing I'd like to do is I would like to add a layer, and I would like to add an, let's see, okay. I want to look for some stock footage, and I want to look for, let's call this, let's say, what is our course about, Mike? Let's say it's about history.
Yes, history.
All right, let's say it's about history. So we can actually pull, oh, look, there's a globe. That would be perfect. Let's get a 1080p globe for our setup here. So we can actually go in here and copy it directly onto our setup here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to brand this overlay custom just for this. And it's important because I want you guys to see how easy this is to do, because this is part of the fun of it, is making it custom for your course, for what you want to do. So what I'm doing is just kind of finding these areas of the image that I'd like to copy and paste, and copy and pasting them using the Control-C and Control-V option. Going through my layers tab over here. Don't really need this history so much. And hiding that piece. And that's how it's done. I hope that makes sense. I'm just kind of customizing it a little bit here. Let's get rid of that marquee selector and make sure I have that proper. Let's see, I'm trying to get this one right here. Yep, that right there. Drag it down. Boom. So now for my history lesson, I'm doing pretty good. I've got a custom top and bottom. And again, I can't stress how important color is in your presentations. We'll just say history lesson 101. Just to keep this simple, I don't want to spend too much time on this if teachers don't need the training on that part. But this top part would be for the lesson. And then when we're in the text tool, we have the ability to put maybe like a background on it. Just do the line. There we go. So it's easier to read. And then we'll do one more text overlay down here. And down here, I like to put additional resources. Additional resources. Maybe your email address. Here's my email address, paul.richards@PTZOptics.com. You guys can, by the way, feel free to email me if you have any questions. All right, looks like we got to make that text just a little smaller in order to make it fit. So we're going to make it down to 55. There we go. Boom, put it right there. And it's a little hard to see, so again, I'm going to go into styles and put a background in it. By the way, we are going to do a giveaway today, so stick around, guys, if you're thinking, I don't need to see this. We are going to do a giveaway in just about 10, 15 minutes. All right, so now that that's done, we're going to go to File, we're going to save it, and we're going to save it as a PNG, overlay, history, lesson. Cool, done. Now, I do want to make sure I'm watching the chat to see if anyone has any questions. What mic are you using? All right, we're using, right now, we are using the, what are we using, Mike? We're using the DPA defined microphones. By the way, thank you, Loud Music Pigeon is hosting us on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you. And what else do we have? All right, cool. Now that we've got that, we're going to go over to OBS. Now, I almost want to do this from scratch, but I don't want to take up a ton of time. But you know what? We're just going to do it. All right, from scratch, history lesson. Completely from scratch. So first of all, our first OBS scene will be intro scene. Now in the intro scene, we know that we want a webcam. Look at that, PT webcam 80. Does that come right up? I don't know why that came up. All right, video capture, PTZOptics webcam. Okay. Now we're going to choose the PTZOptics webcam there. Boom. Look how good that webcam looks. Now we could do full screen, but I always think that this is an opportunity to kind of do some branding. So what we'll do, let's go back to Pixlr really quickly. Let's show that full globe, put it on the top layer, and let's download it. Okay, we'll leave the additional resources there. And let's download this whole image. So we'll call it the world, because I want that to be my background of my history lesson that I'm doing. All right. Now let's take our entire history lesson that we have here. And I'm going to drop it right in. And now I am going to do like an intro like this. So instead of just having full screen myself, which could get boring pretty quick, I've got a little bit of a colored background. So we could do a lot more with this. And I do really think you should have like overlays and different, and like have a consistent theme and different colors for your online lessons. But for right now, let's just stick with this. In the book, you can learn all about this kind of stuff. But now for scene 2, now, one of the cool things is you can just drag and drop your stuff right in there. So there we go. That is our history lesson right there. That's the overlay that we just made in Pixlr. I'm going to add the webcam again. Now, when we already have it in here, we can just click it and add again. I'm going to put it, you can see I'm just kind of scrunching it in here. I'm going to put it right there. Now, the other thing about this is that once you get it into the right position, you may want to lock it. See those little lockers there? You can lock the scene once you have it right. So that way you can't mess it up. So that's important. So let's go ahead and go to scene 2. All right, we almost are there. One thing I can see already is that this needs to be below that. And then the last thing is we're going to do a window capture. And let's go ahead and capture. Yep, that is fine. All right, that's fine. We'll just capture this right here as our example. And then, so this would be like a window, this could be your PowerPoint presentations, your Google slide, what have you. It could also be, by the way, a document camera. It could be anything. So this is about almost as far as we're going to take this tutorial. Again, we have a whole online course and a whole book that really walks you through everything, but I think that this is getting the point across. And then finally, we'll do an outro scene. So instead of this intro, we're going to duplicate the intro scene and call it an outro scene. And the only thing that we would really change maybe is some additional information. So maybe we'll make this a little smaller. Maybe in the intro scene, maybe we have a title at the top. Again, I don't think your video has to be huge. It's more about the branding of the lesson that's important. So keep that in mind. Let's do this here. Let's just call this course title. Boom. Let's call this History 101. You could put, obviously, this is all customizable to exactly what you're up to with your online lessons, but I just think it's really going to make students more engaged. All right, boom. Now, one other thing that we said we were going to do, here's Pixlr. Now, another thing that I did is I branded it for the school that we were using. So if I download this again, this is Westchester University there. I have that logo. So you can brand it for your school is an interesting thing that you might want to think about doing as well. Let's grab that. Where is the Westchester University logo? Here it is. Drag and drop it right on. You do stuff like that as well. It could be right there even, wherever you want to put it. You could, brand it for your school. Do a lot of different things. So where was I at? Oh yeah. we're going to get at least one video clip I want to show. And this is going to be the last part of this. We work with video blocks. And so let's imagine that this is a history lesson. Oh, got to log in here. Uh-oh, I don't have my login. All right. Okay. Mike is mouthing it to me so he doesn't say it. All right, let's see if I can get this because we do need a piece of video here. All right, here we go. Do I get in? If I don't get in, I will just, I know that I have some.
Do audio blocks instead.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? It's fine. It's fine. I have a piece of video we can use. Here's a video that I have, so don't worry. I've got a random video here that we're gonna add. This is just a random video using this thing here. Okay, so we don't need it in this scene, but essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a second scene by duplicating this, scene number 3, and the third scene will just have a video inside of it. And then we'll do one more scene as well that has the, actually, all right, we'll pop this in. I don't even know what this is, but there we go. Okay, cool. This is showing the HuddleCam HD Pro. So this is, again, that's scene 3, right? So scene 3 has a video with it. Cool. Scene 3, just like that. Boom, bada bam. And then, so that's scene 2, scene 3, and then maybe we do a scene that's just full video. And that one, let's open this media source up. Boom. Okay, and this one's just a full screen video. So this is just an example. We hit the record button. Oh, we're recording. We've got our intro scene. Welcome, class. Now I'm going to be showing you this presentation. Maybe those are some PowerPoint slides. Now we have a video I want to take you guys into. Take a look at how cool this is. Let's look at it full screen real quick. And you can order these scenes, by the way, so that you get them in the right order. And that's it. So now let's go to Q&A. And I want to answer any questions that might come up about
I hope you guys been taking
OBS.
notes because there will be a test at the end.
Now, I want to mention for those who are just joining that the book is totally free. And this was kind of like, please, if you're watching, tell me what you think. This was kind of my aha moment. I was like, definitely teachers should be creating more engaging videos. And content is king, okay? Presentation style is second to that. But students are so used to watching YouTube videos and seeing Netflix and all of this stuff. I would just love it if teachers could understand this part of it. I don't think it's that hard. It only took 30 minutes, Tess. What do you think? For teachers to learn this. Do you think they can learn this stuff?
It's definitely possible, and there's just so many tools out there, like you mentioned, the Pixlr, for kind of learning how to do some of these basic things that can really make a big difference in your presentations.
Getting some more questions. Corey makes his overlays in Photoshop. You can use a program called Snaz to input the date and time as text into OBS. Mike Nappy's asking, can you look a video? I think he's saying, can you loop a video? Yes, you can loop a video. I'll show that really quickly. So this video that we had in here, in fact, my OBS just crashed. I don't know why. I think it was probably my virtual camera output. But yes, you can. You just right click it and then you go to filters, or no, you just right click it and you just click the loop button in the properties of that input. All right, cool. Gerso just got a copy of the book. Thank you, Gerso. Now it's time to do our giveaway, right, Mike? Look at you. Mike loves his virtual sets, dude. You gotta like keep doing that. You don't like green screens, but now you really like them. You were like, oh, green screens. That's like, what is that? Can you show a real image of where you're at, Mike, with the ceiling cam maybe? I feel like people would like that. I'm gonna pull up our giveaway winners here. and we're going to pull a giveaway winner. So you must be watching. We'll just keep pulling giveaway winners until we get somebody who wins. So you can enter at ptzoptics.com/giveaway. And I'm just going to start pulling winners, Tess. What do you think?
All right. And for anybody interested on Facebook, I shared the link to download the digital copy of the book.
Oh my gosh, Mike Nappy won. I'm not kidding. I know he's here. Mike, congratulations.
Yay.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. Here, turn on my NDI cam. I want to show this so everyone can see how this works. Look at that. Look at this. Congratulations, Michael Nappy from Westchester, PA. Oh, look, it shows. Oh no, that's his birth date. No, don't show that. No, but seriously, he's actually from Westchester. Congratulations, Mike. We're spinning the wheel for you. Here we go. All right, I'm raising it up. Wait, how do I raise it? It's like so low.
Yeah, it should be on the thing.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right, can you cut to some? Okay, that's fine. All right, here we go. Or actually, I'll put it right here so you can show the. All right, here we go. Man, first person. We know he's here. This is great. This is working out good. You ready?
Boom.
All right, here we go. All right, there's a stress grip on here too, by the way. 1. We're gonna get back into our giveaway groove, right, Mike?
That was good. That's a good spin.
Yeah, that was a long one.
What people like.
There's a couple spin agains on there. There's you can win a camera, PTZ camera. There's some books on there. A book.
Got a book.
Okay, don't worry. You can win again next time. So you can stop by the studio and get any book you like, or we can ship you one. PTZ, dude, one off from the PTZ camera.
That's pretty good.
All right, well, we'll still stick around for questions if you're interested. Oh yeah, Kyle wants to see your new setup real quick, Mike, before we head out. Any last questions, guys? Ask them now because we're heading out. That was a good show. Hopefully, it was a good presentation. I felt good about that. Mike's gonna show his shot. I have I can move the ceiling camera. I think a little better for you. I got it.
You have it. Oh, there we go.
I have it.
There it is.
There it is. That's a little hard because it's inverted. That's Mike's setup there. Ooh. I gotta update the firmware of this thing. So that's his little green screen there. That's his HuddleCam HD Pro there. Boom. And it's got USB and it's got HDMI. So that's it. Now he looks great. And there's not even any lights on him or anything. All the lights are pointed towards me.
It really looks like you're sitting in a class there. It's funny.
All right, cool. Well, I guess, Tess, if there's no other questions, we'll head out. Is there any questions we're missing?
I know that Ted had an interesting comment earlier.
Okay.
Talking about, I think this was when you were going over the Photoshop, the free version of Photoshop thing. This can be used after students return to the classroom. And in fact, they're trained to learn using these tools in virtual classes while COVID keeps them at home. Teachers need to be prepared to continue the on-screen approach in the classroom.
I like that. And I've heard so many different varieties of the same thing. How do we improve the virtual classroom? How do we understand as he said, the computer screen approach? How do we flip the classroom, right? How do we create online lectures? I had a school call me and say, how do we live stream class? And I was literally like, I don't think that's what you want to do, but I think I know what you want. And this whole thing came from me talking to my kids' school, and they're asking me to live stream their class. And I'm realizing, oh my gosh, they aren't even sure the right words to use to describe what they need. And I obviously have been helping them. And I said, you need professional development for online communications. It's not just, how to make a video or how to live stream something, which most schools don't even need to be live streaming anything. They just need to be making engaging videos and hosting private Zoom meetings, private Google Meet meetings. And yes, people have a hard time using Zoom and using it productively, right? So I actually finished a book which does complement this book well. And again, it is also for free, which is called The Online Meeting Survival Guide. And I think teachers need this too. I'm not going to lie. We got to survive and thrive in these online meetings. And from a business perspective, it's very awesome because now you can meet with anybody in the world anytime. No distance necessary. But I thought, hey, teachers need some customized information, not just how to use online meeting technology, which they can really learn in this book. I took some of this book and put it into this book and customize it for teachers. But more importantly, they need to make the online videos, the lectures for their learning management systems so that students can watch those on their own time and then come to those online meetings more prepared. That's the thought process of flipped classrooms pioneered by Salman Khan of Khan Academy. And I'm a big fan of it all. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday on the Stream Geeks channel. There is a show scheduled on Monday. I can't remember what it is. Something related to education as we talk about all of this month leading up to probably what's going to be the craziest fall season any of us have ever seen in our lives. There's an election coming up. There's a back to school question mark coming up. But we hope that by helping professional development for teachers and online education and giving them the latest and greatest information via a book and online course, that we can really change some lives, whether it be children, whether it be teachers, whether it be the whole education system, which is going through a massive reform right now. We're trying to help. So like this video, share it with somebody today, and don't forget to subscribe because we think that you're not going to become a video production expert overnight. This would be a great way for you to learn more and stay up to date with some of these latest and greatest technology tips. Thanks.